Alrighty, back with a full moon.
Oh, God, it just gets worse.
Equinox.
Equinox is good. The full moon, not so hot. That's Saturday night.
I gave you credit last week because when I said something about what's going on in the world, you said, and this was last Wednesday, it's still shaking and quaking. And that Japan quake was Friday morning.
You even mentioned the word Japan in it. When you said something about it, and it was like, God, it's just going to get worse. And I got to tell you, that energy is still very, very hard. That energy doesn't really get released till Monday afternoon. That's when the sun, that's when the Earth finally moves ahead of where the planet Uranus is. So we have another 4 or 5 days of who the heck knows what's going to happen.
Anytime you get your head back in front of your...
Uranus, bad stuff happens. Yeah, and then you throw the full moon in on top of it, and it's like, my God, the universe, they're just conspiring.
All right, roll it down.
Yes, I will. For Pisces, because this is the last week that we are in Pisces, they still shooting themselves in the foot. You know, Gilbert Gottfried, and I don't think because he's a Pisces, they are really having a very, very difficult time. And this is the hardest full moon for them of the year. So they just, if I was a Pisces, I would want to just keep my head down, and I'd probably look for a cave to stay in if I was a Pisces. For Aries, this particular full moon is in their 6th house of work and responsibilities. And Aries are trying hard to carve out a new job for themselves. And whatever they have done, that reaches a peak on Sunday. And that means that however they've arranged it, that's as good as it is going to be, and they need to work on it from there. For Tauruses, they are at a point, this full moon is in their 5th house of children, of love affairs, of fun things, of creativity, and some kind of creative project that they have been working on that takes the help of their friends comes to be for them over this weekend.
All right, Pat, good girl.
Yeah, they need it because they've had Mercury in their 12th house, and it's like their last nerve, and nobody needs to step on it. For Geminis, this is a 10th house of career and public standing, 4th house of home. Geminis have a job opportunity or a professional opportunity that they need to take, but they need to explain to the folks at home how this is going to benefit the people at home because they're not going to see it right away.
Okay.
For Cancers, this particular full moon is in their 9th house of long-distance travel and 3rd house of education, of communications. They are trying to nail down some sort of contract, and the negotiations get as good as they're going to be on Friday. So by Friday, go ahead and sign it and don't hold out for more because there might not be any more than that. For Leos, this is in their 2nd house of money and their 8th house of other people's money flowing their way. Okay. So for Leos, it is about earned income rather than unearned income. And something occurs over the next 4 or 5 days that allows that Leo to make more money based on their efforts. So that's a kind of cool thing as well. For Virgos, this is in their 1st house of their physical self and their 7th house of partners, and it really has to do with their intimate one-to-one relationships. And I think partners have a pretty valid complaint about their needs not being met, and the Virgo needs to be a little kinder towards their partners to resolve that. Otherwise, push will come to shove, and Virgo doesn't have the upper hand in this, and so they may as well acquiesce. For Libras, this is in their 12th house of their own undoing. Libras have a very hard time making a decision, and so they will waffle and stay on the fence, and something happens this weekend that tips the scale, and the Libra goes, that's it, I'm going to go ahead and make my decision. So, and to my Libra friends, I say, write a pro and con list, and that way you can figure out, you can see it in black and white, which is right for them. For Scorpios, this is in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives, as well as their group associations. And if you're a single Scorpio, you want to cut one out of the herd that you run with, that it comes from inside your own social circle rather than outside of it. But they're going to have probably the most fun this weekend. Sagittarians, the honey-do list gets longer and longer. And you're going to say, oh, no, I have to work. I have to work. And the wife's going to go, I don't care. You have work here as well. So not a very gratifying weekend, but you get a lot done. I know that doesn't make you very happy. Capricorns have way more fun because they have a very jam-packed weekend with places to go, people to see, things to do, contracts, negotiations, phone calls, all kind of rapid communications coming in store for the Capricorn.
I'll take that one.
Yeah, see, that's a good time to be a Capricorn. Last week it was a good time to be a Sag.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. For Aquarians, the last time we're going to talk about, it is in their 8th house of other people's resources flowing their way. And so that's kind of like an unearned income kind of thing. And so if I was an Aquarian, I would absolutely dance naked and burn money for prosperity over the weekend because it's likely to benefit them the most. So tomorrow's news for the 12 signs of the zodiac, and I think that they can get that stuff in Japan under control by Monday.
Okay, and the full moon looks good for it.
And the full moon looks good for a lot of us. Maybe not all of us, but a number of us. So, and you gotta like, Muammar Gaddafi is a Gemini. Boy, didn't this thing just take the heat off him?
Boy, did it ever.
Yeah, but it comes back next Monday, so he'll be back in the news.
And we'll see you back here next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
You got it.